Medical marijuana. This week, the state was supposed to announce 57 locations where Ohioans could get medical marijuana with a prescription. The Ohio Board of Pharmacy said it is not ready and delayed that announcement until next week. Whether the state is ready to start its medical marijuana program remains in question just 3 months before it's required to do so. Still to be done. Growers have to come online, testing facilities have to be licensed, dispensaries chosen and licensed, and oh yeah, you have to give the marijuana time to grow, right, Andy?
Right.
Where are we now as far as the actual process of getting marijuana grown and into the hands of those who need it?
We're all messed up at this point because there's been delays on almost every single step of the way. Like you said, the growers still need to grow it, and that's been delayed. People need to sell it, and that's been delayed. So it is kind of a question of how big of an opening it's going to be when people can sell marijuana. But I do think that there will be some, I think it's still going to roll out on time. It's just going to be a very soft opening. It's not going to be anything really big.
They'll just be like a couple little buds for sale.
Right, like a farmer's market.
How long does it take to grow a marijuana plant? Can you go to Lowe's and get a starter and we don't have to plant?
Well, I don't know a lot about the agriculture part of everything, but I mean, you know, there are methods of taking stock and growing it a little bit faster. It's not as strong, but
it's more important that they get it right. I mean, this is not an insignificant industry that voters have allowed to come into the state. And there's all sorts of challenges from, you know, how do you bank this? You know, what are the feds going to do? You know, the least of which is, you know, on the supply side, will they be able to grow it? Those suppliers will figure that out. This is a big business. It's more important that they get this right.
And you're totally right. It's very, very important that you get it right. And I think everybody wants that, especially the people who are in support of medicinal marijuana, because they see this as the first big step to really tear the stigma away from what marijuana means. So if you, I mean, even if it's the tiniest opening of all time of selling marijuana to somebody, that can be the first step to a lot of bigger things for these supporters.
Laura, they've had 2 years to get it right since the voters approved this.
Well, actually, the voters didn't approve it. It was the legislators. The lawmakers approved it, and they put this deadline in, and it takes effect 2 years from when the law took effect. So, you know, there's a lot of work to be done on this. Like Shannon said, it's not just like an easy thing. This is a brand new industry, and they've had to write all these regulations and do all the background checks on people. And you know, they've had hiccups along the way, and they kind of knew that they were going to have some issues. That's been the case. That's been the pattern in other states as well, where there's been challenges and.
Well, and certainly we had some of that when the gaming became open in Ohio.
Right.
So they were really confined by what the amendment said, and I think there's some learnings from that experience and how to avoid those kinds of circumstances.
The dispensaries are going to be the most forward-facing thing that we all see, I think, as we're driving down the street. Like there's 60 around the state. Like there's 5 approved for Franklin County. So they're not going to be in every street corner, but where are they going to be? What are they going to look like? Are they going to be like fancy pharmacies or like little, you know, do we know yet what they're going to look like?
Lemonade stands?
Yeah. They'll have cool names, I'm sure.
I went out to Seattle and did some reporting for the Dayton Daily on how the medical marijuana and the recreational marijuana industries work out there. And the storefronts they kind of look like just your, not like a big CVS where they're selling all this other stuff.
Right.
They only sell the medical marijuana in those shops, and they have a lot of security, and they also have a lot of air filtration, so that when you're outside it doesn't smell like pot. You go inside and it definitely smells like marijuana.
It does. It just, and when you look at the storefront, it's just a little off. It's just, it kind of sticks out just a little bit because it's not, it almost looks like a low rent pharmacy shop because it has like a smaller sign and everything.
Well, and some states have regulations on what kind of advertising they're allowed to do. So they can't have like Joe Camel out front dancing saying, come on in, come on in.
What's his name's available? Buddy?
Oh, Buddy.
The mascot from the marijuana vote?
That's right.
Conspiracy theorists say the state is deliberately dragging its feet because they really some state officials don't want this to happen. Do you buy any of that, Derek?
I don't buy that at all. I think that the legislature spoke. They said that they wanted this. The rules are in place in terms of when this needs to be up and running. I agree with Andy that, you know, it may not be the full rollout, but there's definitely going to be some sort of rollout by the September deadline. And so I don't buy into that.
Or roll up.
Roll up.
No, you can't do that. It's all edibles or,
That's right.
or drops. Anyway.